To start out the look, I'm using this light brown shade as a transition. I'm starting by drawing a line at the same angle of my lower lash line, and then bringing it above the crease. I'm bringing it all the way into the inner corner and following the curve of my crease. And then I'm just kind of blending out the edges as I make my way up, maintaining a sideways V shape in the outer corner. I'm just diffusing the color. I'm applying this higher because I'm going to apply our next two shades below it. So I want this color to peek through and be a shade I can blend the next color on top of, so I have a smooth transition. So I'm just sweeping it in. I'm making this about the thickness of the brush, just slowly building up the color lightly, being very light-handed towards the inner corner and kind of blending it towards the brow bone. Just buffing out the edges with a light hand. Next, with this flat brush, I'm going in with this green, again following the angle of my lower lash line and then turning my brush to follow again the curve of my crease line and then bringing it in towards the inner corner. I'm just slowly building up the color and then dragging it in, kind of working with what's on the brush before I dip into more. I'm just adding a base of the color to start out with and then just softly blending out into the brown color. You can go back in with a little bit of the brown color to make an easier blend. I kind of bounced between both colors, but here I'm just starting with the green to blend it out, just taking my time. I did find this color to be a little bit difficult to blend. I'm just taking my time. I do want that brown color to show through, so I'm trying not to build up the green too much because I don't want it to overwhelm the brown. Here I go back in with that brush we used for the brown to help buff out the edges a little more. So just have a tiny bit of the brown to help blend out the color. Next, with this little pencil brush and this bluish green, I'm applying it tight into the crease. Again, just slowly building up the color before focusing out on blending it. I want the concentration of the color to be applied first. So I'm just following the slope of my crease, applying that color in, and then blending into the previous green. So you have a soft blend from this blue-green, our previous green, and then the brown shade closest to the brow bone. Just using little circular motions and a gentle hand to blend it out. Next, I'm doing the same thing at that angle of the lower lash line to create that sideways V shape. And then just blending it out using the little circular motions. Going back in with our first brush that we used in the brown to buff out the edges a little bit more. Next, I'm applying this green with a flat brush all over the lid, using little sweeping and packing motions. Just slowly building up the color. I'm bringing it all the way into the inner corner. I'm not going to worry about feathering it into the crease shade because we're going to go in with a brown to create a transition between the crease shade and the lid. I'm going back in with that little pencil brush and applying this brown color. I'm starting with very little on the brush and just slowly building it up, using little circular motions on the edge of the crease color and the lid color to kind of blend the two shades together. Starting in the outer corner. As I blend it out into the outer corner, I'm just slowly sweeping it in towards the inner corner. Just buffing it out, kind of sweeping it into the lid color a little bit. Next, with this white, I'm adding it to the inner corner, just feathering into the surrounding shades. I'm next applying it to my brow bone, just being very light-handed. I'm using this a little bit to clean up that top edge, so just feathering it down but not overwhelming the brown shade that we used as a transition. I'm next going in with this bluish green on the lower lash line and then just gently feathering out that bottom edge, bringing it almost all the way in towards the inner corner. Next, I'm adding a little bit of depth with this bluish green, keeping the line thinner towards the inner corner, and then drawing on an inner corner wing as well, just filling in the shape, lining my eyes with a little bit of black liner. I'm adding a little bit more brown, just to add some more depth, going in with mascara on the upper and lower lashes, adding falsies, and that completes the look. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the look. Be sure to hit the subscribe button down below as well as the notification bell to be notified of the next time I post. And I hope to see you in the next one. Bye!